Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. I have been really sick, and I haven't actually recorded in like an entire real world week. So let's reassess our situation real quickly. And I do want to say real quick before we start, thank you, a special thank you to everybody who wished me well in the comments and on Twitter and stuff. You guys are the best, and honestly, it still kind of like blows my mind anew every once in a while that I have, like, fans. That's crazy to me. You guys are great. So anyway, let's refocus here. We need to finish off Bretonnia. We need to get control of 15 territories. We need to take over Musalon. This is trivial. We will do this accidentally while getting everything else done. So it looks like Bretonnia is actually expanded pretty far to the south. Let's grab the map here. Yeah, they've taken over all of Estalia, and it looks like they're poised to head into Tilia, which is currently empty. I assume that the Wood Elves burned it down on their way over to the east. Oh no, Wood Elves would have inhabited it, right? Because the Wood Elves can build outposts anywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here, but, is this more... Oh no, this is Clan Engrund. I think they're using the same color. Well, whatever. Okay, so we have to wipe out actually quite a number of settlements. I thought we were, like, right up at the end here, but this might be a little bit of extra work. Also, this is happening, I think that we're not going to assault with Vlad. I don't necessarily think that we would fail, but I think if we wait for Isabella to show up, which shouldn't take that long, she's not that far away, and she's pretty fast. In fact, let's get her moving. We will suffer way fewer casualties, and we'll be able to continue... Yeah, this will do. We'll be able to continue doing our job to the south a lot faster if we don't have to wait. Also, how are you doing? Okay, attrition damage is just now kicking in. So we'll give these guys another turn or two to suffer, and then we'll attack. It looks like we would win right now, but again, I'm going to try to minimize our casualties a little bit, just because we don't have access to great reinforcements yet. Are we... I was working on the recruitment buildings in Reichland. Looks like we're getting some traction here. We don't have a cemetery yet. When Grunberg finishes upgrading, we'll build a cemetery there. So, what else could we spend this 7,300 dark magic on? Remarkably, we're still not upgraded all the way in Castle Drakenhof, which is crazy. Oh, I was going to spend a bunch of money in Kislev too, right? Okay, we're 4 turns off of having the population surplus necessary to finish occupying Kislev and then to build the unique building there. Oh, and Ehrengrad. Okay, we're working on the port. The port in Ehrengrad is important. In fact, I wonder if it's maybe even worth building a growth building in Ehrengrad? Nah, probably not. Okay, what else? I guess... Does upgrading Wolfenburg get us anything in particular? Oh, it does get us, I don't have this upgraded. That should happen. We could definitely be mining more gold. I think I'm going to upgrade Norden, try to get some walls on it, just in case the raiders do come across the sea. So while I was sick, I did play a fair amount. Alright, we're not going to move these guys yet. We're going to let Aberash sit here and regen. While we keep an eye on the Varg. I did play a bit. I played actually an entire Empire campaign, and what I learned is that we've been really lucky so far. Where's my Banshee? We've been really lucky so far as the interference of the Norskins go, because it can be so much worse. Oh my god, I had the worst time with them. Alright, it looks like everybody's doing things they need to be doing. Unfortunately, we're at a point here where we're just kind of waiting for sieges. But we should be able to sweep over the northern part of Bretonnia, down past Bordelot at least, fairly quickly. There's a couple of armies massing up, but they don't... I mean, they're pretty small looking. They're taking attrition and everything. The AI does not take a huge amount of attrition damage. Okay, is that guy close enough for me to go after him? Okay, Estalia is formally destroyed. We have plus leadership on our skeletal units. We are losing income in Schwarzhafen. That's whatever. something tells me we're going to be okay. So let's keep on keeping on toward the Graveguard and Black Knight upgrades, because Graveguard are amazing. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Alright, I'm not sure if there were any special things that we could build. Ooh. I think I'm going to loot and occupy, because I'm pretty sure that there will be no carryover in the buildings. I don't think that we share any buildings with the Bretonnians, so we don't get any of their stuff anyway. So there's not really a lot of harm in looting. I think that you lose a level on the capital settlement building, no matter what, when you occupy it. It's worth being a little cautious about. Probably need public order. It's worth being a little cautious about looting when you're occupying settlements of your own race, because you can keep some of their buildings, but we're not keeping anything. Sure, we'll get a clay pit. What else do I really need? I guess it wouldn't hurt to have walls. Let's make sure the corruption is serious. Okay, what was I doing with him? It looks like I was just building him for melee combat, although he has no wizardy types in his army. He should probably pick up Lore of Vampires, actually. Okay, so now we have money. We have a lot of money, so let's keep upgrading our military tech. Actually, we're getting clay from another source, so I think I'm going to remove the clay pit in the capital here, so that we can build a forge. Be able to start building Graveguard in Reichland if we need to. Right, and now we have the money to finish off Castle Drakenhof. I can't believe it took this long. Okay, these guys like us a lot. That's good. Actually, no, they're not interested in any kind of defensive alliance. Basically, what I need is for them not to mess with me. That's like really important to me, that they just not screw with me. Okay, here... It would not be crazy to finish upgrading this. Actually, the Black Coach and the Blood Knights, these are units that we've still never seen. Do we get extra vampire capacity from this? No, it looks like it's just the same +1. Alright. Okay, Isabella already has movement orders. I guess it looks to me like we're done? It doesn't feel right. Oh, let's check on Aberash. I imagine that this guy probably stopped just short of combat range, because they're usually pretty smart about that. Okay, you can just barely see. I hate this. The faint yellow on white is terrible. What is this thing? I don't know what's going on here. This is cool, though. I love all these little geographical details. So what should we do?
Your demise is certain.
This is Surtha Ek. Surtha Ek, I think, is the faction leader of the Varg. I saw him many, many times during my Empire game. I had a witch hunter who ended the game, I think, with 39 assassinations, and probably about half of those were Surtha Ek. Well, public order is in an extremely good place here. Growth is still pretty slow. I think I am going to build a growth building. I think I just waffled on this, but let's go ahead and do it. Oh, I could build a clay pit as well. It's a cheap building that gives 100 income. Thing is, the Erengrad port gives so much income. Yeah, I'm going to build a growth building. Let's try to get this place leveled up as quickly as possible. It's entirely possible that it won't matter, because we'll end up beating the game before it would become relevant. I'm starting to feel a little exposed here, though. Maybe we should fall back. Soishink has 13 units in its garrison. Yeah. Let's... If we're not going to push forward, let's fall back to a somewhat more defensible position. Alright, I don't want to actually go into the settlement, because I don't want to take the risk that it gets sieged and my guy gets stuck. Does Isabella need to come over here and deal with these guys? No, probably not.
Not in this way.
What do they have?
I must keep my
8 units between them. Yeah, Castle Artois' garrison probably would just beat them. Okay, we do need to probably upgrade the walls here. Remember, anything we lose is a serious hindrance. We need to get to those. We need to get to 20 provinces, which probably means not losing any provinces. Oh, another thing we could do with money actually is we could go and try to charm Ostermark up a little bit. They broke our alliance, and I don't really care for that. And we could crush them, but it seems inconvenient. Oh, Nordland is about to rebel. Well, let's stop taxing it. We can put that off for a turn. He's mustering right now. So if we just let his army develop for another turn or two, we might be able to rely on him to solve that problem. Okay, the Brass Keep needs to be leveled up. Leveling up city centers, by the way, does give you additional income usually. You can see this level is 240, while this level is 320. So there's something to that. Something with Marienburg. Like, how close is Marienburg to being able to... If we could cap Marienburg's level, it would be really great. But it looks like we are a lot of turns away from that. And we do actually need... Wow, actually, not only do we need the public order thing to be on, but we actually kind of need to upgrade this public order building. What is the problem here? Lack of corruption, characters. By the way, I remembered why it says characters, and I was confused because we were taking a negative penalty like here in a region where there weren't any characters. It's because we have a couple of characters who have developed minus public order in all regions traits. Mostly for being crazy slaughterers. Who would have thought that people would have a problem with that? Oh, also, I guess I should have said this at the top of the video, but, wow, this is not a lot of money. Do I want to take the public order hit here? Actually, probably not. For that little money, I think I would rather just not drop my public order by 30. I know it's a one-time penalty, but like that's actually like a problem for us. So we better put up walls. But we've captured another port, which is great. A little bit more income for us. I probably should have said this at the top of the video, but sorry if my voice sounds weird. I'm still kind of clogged up here. Command of the Unliving. Oh, this is interesting. This is different. Most people have Raised Dead in this slot. He has Crypt Ghouls. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, pick that up. And then we'll get Curse of Undeath next. And we'll do all the stuff that we do. We've got a pretty good handle on the lore of vampires at this point. I think. I hope. So there's not really anything compelling to build here, right? Yeah, screw it. Save the money. Alright, this turn, let's get this done.
The world will be mine.
Oh, I didn't...
Bring them death.
I didn't wait for Vlad or for Isabella to finish moving over. So yeah, I know my voice probably sounds weird. I can't exactly tell. I'm so congested that it sounds really strange in my head. I actually, in my head, I kind of sound like, my voice kind of sounds like Jeff Gerstmann. I assume that that's not what it sounds like out there. That's pretty good. We'll sack this and then raise it next turn. But I expect that to return to normal over the next day or two. The Taui are a staunch ally. Yeah, they've always been very helpful to us. Okay, am I gonna take her down the magic line? Oh, she's close to Dark Benediction. Let's finish that first. I'm trying to click on this army. There we go. Alright, so very basic level up stuff here. So I guess Isabella can bail, right? Isabella doesn't need to be here. Or actually... Isabella doesn't have a lot of move left. Isabella can finish this off. Vlad can go and start resettling, because we do need to get up to 20 provinces.
It is done.
And I think when we hit 20 provinces, we'll have a short campaign victory immediately. All right. So, like I said, let's build that armory. We should probably finish this off as well, but we have to wait for the population. Okay, do I want to just save money for the stuff I want to do in Kislev? Kislev will have its population in 2 turns. We're going to need 9,000 money plus... What's the special thing cost? Another 16,000. It gives a lot of income from this region, though. Okay, yeah, let's wait a little bit. We'll just save up. I think the primary thing holding us back right now is just movement speed, stuff like that. Like, it's our armies getting around, not the stuff we're building. Oh, yeah, Conquest, so we're not in a great place public order-wise. Let's resolve that as best we can. It would be a real shame if we ended up having rebellions that cost us regions. So we're probably going to have to leave one of our 3 armies behind. And it's going to end up being Pierre, because obviously there's a strong incentive for Vlad and Isabella to push together. Pierre can retake his ancestral homeland, and then he can just hang out in the north half of Britannia. Oh, that's a large scaling army. Alright, everybody is failing to hurt us. Man, raised dead cost minus 15% is such a small bonus. Alright, so what's up with these scalings? They might be coming for the Ostermark army. They potentially threaten Gorsel. If Gorsel fell, that would cost us a thing, obviously. We should probably upgrade this, though. Yeah, we'll be alright. I think Gorsel's garrison is large enough that we'll have some time to react, at least. So, I guess we're going to Lyonesse next. Yeah, there's a lot of Bretonnian armies, but none of them are particularly dangerous looking. Should we, like, snipe their heroes? Maybe I should be worried about these beastmen. I know we're not in trouble with them now, but how long is that going to be true for? Oh, but Bertha could kill Alberic de Bordelot again. Oh, sorry, wound him again. She loves doing that. Oh, well. This is like her favorite pastime. I could go immediately for Castle Baston, but I think it would be wise to take a moment and regenerate here.
Join me for dinner. Very well. It is done.
If we go to Castle Baston right now, the cost of resettling it will be that all of our units are at like 10% health. Okay, wow, we are just getting a flurry of rewards every time we do anything. Okay, I think at this point it is sensible to get minus cooldown to lower vampire spells because Wind of Death is amazing. Can you imagine a fight where I actually land a couple of decent Wind of Deaths? Winds of Death, I guess. Alright, plus 44% weapon damage. Man, I don't think we've been using this, but this seems really powerful. Especially on Great Weapon Graveguard, who have very high weapon damage in the first place. Right. I hate not doing this at maximum speed, but we should be a little bit careful. It would be embarrassing to lose an army here, and it would take a lot of time to rebuild it. We should check in on Aberash and see what's going on in the north. Let me just make sure that there's nothing terribly important I have to do over here. Yeah, okay. What's the situation with the enemy armies? They've gotten in a boat. I'm assuming that I wouldn't be able to reach them. Yeah. Should we move toward the coast, maybe, to be able to threaten them? Yeah, that seems maybe okay. I'm just thinking that I don't want to let them sail around and pick their targets from the sea. We still have a lot of settlements that are not that well defended over here. Norden is definitely going to need walls. As is Castle von... Well, Castle von Rocken's a little more internal. It's probably less danger. Alright, next turn. Population surplus. Alright, Bruno is where Bruno needs to be. He's reducing the cost of building in this area. Actually, let's move Bruno to Kislev for next turn. Is this thing province-wide or region-wide? Local province, okay. So we'll deploy him and then we'll do those big Kislev buildings. I'm not sure how heroes gain XP when they're deployed. It's probably just a slow drip of XP every turn. But it would be nice if he got XP like based on the amount of cost reduction he caused or something. So like when you build a big building, it gives him more XP. I have no idea what these Bretonnians are doing. I guess they're probably running around trying to raid for extra money. Okay, the Ostermark army just got totally wrecked. So where are the Varg going? Ehrengrad, maybe? They might just be going to Norden. Although they're taking kind of a weird way. Alright, Nordland has rebels. The Jagged Horde tribe has been obliterated. Baldakir's army has been assaulted. If we kill Felman Ingerson, we'll get a Berserker sword, which is not a bad sword. Kingslayer. King is a big word for what Felman Ingerson is. Alright, so you are actually in Kislev, right? Details. Current location, Southern Oblast. Southern Oblast is the right thing. Okay, only 6,300 gold. Unfortunately, he's going to have to sit here for 6 turns. It's probably worth it, though. We could move him out and then move him back later. What do I want to do? We could drive our research rate up. Like, we have a lot of money, and I want to spend it in a useful way. I just don't have any idea what to do with all of it. Oh, Volksgrad definitely should have walls. I don't know if we have... Are we trading lumber right now? We are. Okay, so that's less valuable than if we weren't, but it's still a cheap income building. And there's actually a bunch of places where we don't have the basic income building. Although for the vampires, it's not that great. It's only 100. Yeah, you know what? We have so long before we need to spend the money in Kislev. Alright, so we can take to the water, but we can't reach him, it looks like. We're not very good sailors. Can't imagine why that would be. So Norden is actually not walled. Is this bad? Is he going to be able to just roll up there and take it? Because it looks to me like we can't actually get into it. But what if I... Can I project... No, your circle of influence does not spread onto the land from the water. I was wondering if I could stand here and project sort of a wall of control. Well, I guess let's get over there and prepare to retake it. So it's looking like that's our play. And I feel a little bit dumb. Alright, these dwarves are done for. We can probably make a move on this with Isabella as backup. Oh, hey, iron. Do we have iron? Yeah, okay. It's not a lot of resources that we don't have at this point. Still, 100 income per turn. It's not nothing. It's possible that I'm maybe over... Oh. I didn't leave enough dark magic to do the thing. It's possible that I'm maybe overextending my forces a little bit.
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
I can't imagine what this guy thinks he's going to get done. I'm like, because I can't figure out what he's doing, he's making me nervous. Bertha doesn't... I can't do anything with Bertha because I don't have any money. That's right. Well, I'm assuming that Bretonia must have a functional army in the south because they wiped out Estalia recently. So we don't want to be in a terribly weak position when they come up. Let's see what these guys are doing. Those dudes are indeed sailing in the direction of Gorsel. Pierre may have to break off and head back. Do not really need to lose. Oh, okay. Apparently we spooked the Varg. They're gathering up a huge number of armies, though. Alright, I'm not really interested in quests at this point in the game. We've just got to get this Bretonia thing done quickly. So what are we at province-wise now? We're at 16, this will make 17, this will make 18.
I am unstoppable. Very well.
So we're getting close.
Countess of Sylvania.
At this point, it really is mostly the destruction of Bretonia that is holding us up. We can't quite hit Aquitaine this turn. That's a shame. Let's go to the edge of our territory. We'll take a turn of recovery here. I assume... Oh, the Raised Deadpool has some good stuff in it. She doesn't have any knights. Let's pick up some knights. And I'm not sure if I want Crypt Ghouls, because I think we are going to be facing a lot of armored units here. Although I guess the Bretonians also have a lot of peasants. Yeah, we'll take some Crypt Ghouls for the peasants. Oh, I was supposed to do a thing. Okay. Sure. Accidental mission completions. Yeah. So we could construct some recruiting buildings up here. I'd have to find a slot for a forge to make that useful. I mean, we can recruit guys in Helmgart and run them down, so I think that's probably still the fastest way to get recruits. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to build recruitment buildings in northern Bretonia when they would only be slower. Grunberg should probably be walled. Actually, that's that's really right on the edge of our territory. Okay, yeah, so we could be at 20 provinces basically any minute now. We should probably just march south hard, finish off Bretonia, and then finish cleaning up these areas. I guess let's get Mousillon because we have to win, but that'll be... Shoot, I was going to say that'll be Pierre's job, but Pierre... Somebody needs to get back to Gorsel. Yeah, and that's going to be Pierre. Well, we'll figure this out. Right, let's move Abarash and Valdekir back to someplace a little bit more sensible. I'm really nervous about this buildup of troops. Like, that's a lot of guys. Norden needs... Oh, we could probably be taxing this. Norden just needs a lot of money. We have the population surplus necessary to upgrade. I'm nervous. Alright, let's park near Ehrengrad, I guess. Ehrengrad's a place where we can quickly, from which we can quickly get to, relatively quickly, get to any of the places that could be in danger. I don't know what these guys are doing, but it's, I almost wonder if we should move more people up there. Oh, Baston should get a commitment, sure. It's gonna need public order after we move all of the vampires out. Alright, so let's focus on obliterating Bretonia. Let's stop worrying about the provinces so much. I may even not retake Mousillon just yet. just to get on the track here, because the longer we delay our objectives, the more time there is for something to go wrong up north and for us to start losing territory, which will disrupt our endgame conditions. Although Nordland is taking the fight to the Norskins, which may be enough to distract them. Let's see what the Varg do with all these armies. They're moving toward us. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Okay, so Bordelot is next. Actually, I guess Aquitaine is next, because it's right there. At this point, I would put Isabella or Vlad, either one alone, up against pretty much anything the Bretonnians can muster. Any one stack of theirs, I think we could get. For 4,000 dark magic. Like I said, it's kind of important to me that we don't have any insurrections. Yeah, more all provinces public order penalties. As vampires get older, they go crazy, basically. They get more and more brutal and horrible. Okay, public order building. You're pretty damaged, right? Yeah, but not so damaged that I don't think we could take Bordelot. And Bordelot's another port city, so that'll be good for our income. Not that I guess we need all of this extra income. Ooh, that's a lot of money. For that much money, I will eat a penalty. Okay, so the Bordelot port does not, in fact, give as much money as some of the other special ports, but it's still a lot. We're going to need public order and income. We may need walls. Interesting that we can't build the trees here. I guess there's no forest in Bordelot. Yeah, not much of a forest to speak of anyway. Huh, I didn't realize that actually mattered. Or do I want to build... Yeah, let's build the Balefire Brazier and a ghost fence. Let's try to make this place as defensible as possible. Okay, so we got to drive back. 1, 2, 3, 4. They haven't really expanded into Tilia yet. But that's a lot of ground to cover. We're going to have to stay focused here. Okay, what do you want? There's not really a lot of magic stuff left to take. He is the Master of the Dead. Dolph the Dread Master of Liches. His title is getting really impressive. I don't know that his actual combat ability is improving by enough to warrant all of this attention. Okay, so I think I'm going to skip magic with Emmanuel. And let's go straight to this. We can use some extra replenishment speed. We're going to have to keep marching. Like, a lot. Alright, so the Scalings fell back in the face of the Nordic threat. So... I guess, yeah, we can just go take Musla with this guy. I'm not too worried about the the tiny Bretonnian armies that are left up here. Alright, he may have to chill here for a little while just because his army is tiny and pathetic. So that's got us on 19 provinces. Alright, I don't think anything particularly interesting has happened up here. So we could push really hard to the north and try to catch them while they're separated, right? These guys could decide to do more mustering. But I'm concerned that if I go north at all, I'll be leaving Norden undefended. They might just walk in. They might sail back across the bay. Okay, we still have 4 turns left on that. But at this point, we could start unlocking the extra building slots in the other settlements in the area. So what are you going to do, Banshee? What is useful for you? Ooh.
No.
That guy would be a good target. Yeah, better than 50% chance to assault the king. He's mustering and actually like trying to build up an army, so he's got to go, obviously. And Leoness is our other area. Just public order, just try to keep everything in line. And, okay, Altdorf is recovering public order. Alright. We're making a lot of money. We could put together another army. Maybe that would be wise. Put together another army and send them to the north. Because it looks like the Norskins are gearing up for something real. Are the Beastmen actually losing combat to these guys? Alright, well, we can clean up this mass of Bretonnians pretty quickly, I think. Because Talabheim is no longer, because Ostermark, rather, is no longer allied with us, I kind of don't care what happens to them. Their land is not contributing to our victory condition anymore, and I have no interest in accepting a small amount of money to declare war on a huge enemy that could come up and ruin everything. Yeah, okay, they're not bringing everybody, but they're coming in force. Oh, Couron is gonna freak out. Okay. Well. Pierre should probably head up there. Yeah, he's gonna have to stay back and play goalie.
This is not the will of the lady.
Wow, they took a lot of damage fighting those beastmen. I don't think that was a solid play for them. Hey, you better run. I'm having a lot of trouble clicking on this flag that he's... These guys, attack these guys.
All shall perish.
Alright. There's a lot of fleeing going on here. A lot of desperate, terrified Bretonnians. Alright, these beastmen should love us.
Cloaked in darkness.
Wow, yeah. Our diplomatic stance with them is going to go up to 31. That's crazy.
Lord of the night.
You know, I don't exactly love beastmen, but I would not be entirely opposed to some beastmen helping us out. Let's go jump back into the castle, get a little bit of extra regen this turn. Vlad is almost max level. So let's pick up Power Drain. You can't level up past 30, I believe. So we're never going to be able to get... Oh, he has a different skill here. That's interesting. He doesn't have the thing you use to increase your power regen that most other casters have. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, this, Arcane Conduit. So you, Manuel von Karstein, could pick up... Yeah, let's go ahead and fill out her spellbook. Alright, and what is your plan? I guess we can use Bertha to scout a little bit. Let's see what it looks like down here. Okay. So So this region, Carcassonne, is Brienne and Carcassonne. We could take that over. This region is these 3 settlements, all of which we have to assault anyway. So I guess this can be our plan for region 20. Because we're at 19 right now, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to stop to repopulate anything else along the way.
Descendant of Bator.
Okay, what can we spend all of this money on? I guess we can put up lots of walls so that when we do get rebellions, we have time to come over and fix them. Alright, and let's pop to the north and figure out what we want to do about the Varg. I guess we just moved to Zoishenk, right?
Bingo.
Here at Zoishenk, we outnumber them 3 armies to 2.
Strike out.
Public order is fine, so we don't really need to upgrade these buildings. But I have all this money. So where's the nearest place that I have proper recruitment buildings? Is it really Sylvania? Okay, well. Yeah, let's maybe finish upgrading these. Is there anything else that we need? I honestly don't... What would I even build here in Oberstyre? The place probably doesn't need walls. It's, like, really out of the way. There's certainly no sense in building a brazier. Growth does nothing because we've already capped population. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the slot's just going to sit empty, I think. Oh. Buildings damaged by rampaging heroes. And my, what a bunch of heroes you are, wandering into peaceful settlements and destroying the buildings. Bunch of monsters. Okay, so the beastmen are gonna, like, hide in our lands. I guess that's fine. He can use this as a space to recharge and rebuild. As long as he's not raising our stuff, I don't really care. So Talabheim is under real assault by these rebels, and I don't know where their armies are at. I know that they lost an army in the north recently. It may be that they overextended in a way that's going to cause them to be obliterated. Again, not really my concern at this point in the game. Where are they going? If they were going for Norden, I would have expected them to turn south. I don't know what is happening. Alright, greenskins are doing stuff. There's a lot of notifications, almost none of which affect us.
Before me. Vlad von Karstein.
The world will be ours.
Wait, what's... Why can't I click on this castle? Oh, it's being sieged by these beastmen. Okay, that's fine, I guess. They'll handle it. I'm gonna start assassinating random heroes, because I'm tired of these damsels running around and doing whatever it is. What is she doing? She is reducing the winds of magic power reserved for enemy armies in this province. Okay, actually, I don't care at all about that. That is completely meaningless to me.
Welcome to my court. Hunting.
Alright, let's get this under control. And then this leaves him in a slightly better position to respond to attacks on Gorsel as well. So it's probably good that he's over here. We're definitely going to have to get public order under control. So let's have a look at this. I guess let's level up these vampires first. Okay. What on earth do I think the Varg are doing right now? They could be headed for Dieterschaffen, I guess? That's a pretty soft target. I'm getting a little tired of the runaround. We probably do need to build another army. This hasn't exactly been like a super high action episode over here. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more done. We got a little bit of time left before I have to go though here. So let's see if we can't at least threaten the Bretonnians. It's just a lot of land left to cover. Is my primary concern. If they have real armies down here and we end up having to do some like maneuvering and stuff, things could be tricky. The other thing I'm concerned about is that the Beastmen might not actually finish off the settlement that they're currently sieging, which would be very annoying. Yeah, I don't have any idea what these Varg are doing. I guess it's to our benefit. If moving our two armies back and forth between Zoyschenk and the area just south of Ehrengrad is going to keep them running back and forth and not threatening us in any way, I guess it's a good thing. But it does seem a little bit silly. Alright, let's put down this rebellion. They've got lots of units, but they don't have a Vargulf. That seems to be the difference. Basically, always bring a Vargulf. Okay, what does our public order look like in a lot of these provinces? Actually, it's not too bad here. But I'm imagining a lot of these newer provinces, yeah, are gonna be having issues as we work on our corruption and everything. We can turn off taxes in a lot of these places, and that'll help. We honestly don't need to tax any of this stuff. And the people love it when you don't tax them. Regardless of how irresponsible that may be from a, building a functioning empire with infrastructure and stuff sort of standpoint. Isabella's actually taking really a lot of attrition damage. Okay, good. This settlement is walled, but it's got a small garrison and there's no defending army. She needs to take something and then park there for a turn or two and regain some life.
I am invincible.
And right now, Vlad is my insurance policy against the Beastmen not getting the job done.
Bow.
Actually, should I grab Brion? Just to have a friendly territory to wait in? Or a friendly territory to fall back to, maybe? Yeah, let's do that.
Massacre them.
This is too much living controlled land for my taste. Alright, Bertha should definitely be following. I should not have forgotten to move her last turn, which is absolutely what happened here. And I guess Brion's another port city, so that's nice. Are any of the cities down here... Okay. Only to the Empire in Bretonnia, though. That's a shame. This is like a whole area of the map that we didn't see at all while we were playing as orcs, though. So what if I move one of you back to Ehrengrad and just move the other one to Norden? Alright, Kislev has one more turn before we can build the thing. At this point, I just want to build it to have built it. It's not even really going to provide us with much benefit. Alright, so the Beastmen are bringing down a second army. Okay, they'll probably attack the castle as soon as that's settled. I'm wondering if I should move Pierre... I should probably move Pierre south so that he can be in a better position to handle the southern kingdoms. Okay, Castle Carcassonne is down. We trusted the Beastmen, and they did their job. There's an awful lot of little agents running around.
A true diplomat can hide much behind a silvered word.
Truer words never spoken. A defensive alliance, absolutely. That sounds wonderful. Man, Carrick Kedron, does Carrick Kedron own all of that mountain land? They've gotten huge. They're actually moving a lot of units. Let's drive up vampiric corruption. Is that a flying... Is it just a flying woman?
I will not aid you in this.
Huh. Wow. Galadriel, I guess.
Isabella von Kastein. No mercy.
Well, my suspicion is that she's no match for even just Isabella alone. Much less this massive army.
Attack!
Okay. So that's going to refill us completely over the turn. That's fantastic. What was I doing? I was leveling up my red skills, but I did that. She's only going to gain 2 more levels. I guess we should pick up Grave Ward. Or she's only going to gain 1 more level. This is the penultimate skill point that we are spending here, is not what I was trying to express. Alright, Dark Benediction. Oh, hey, wine. We have wine, right? Yeah. That's right, we have, we probably have a bunch of sources of wine, actually. I don't know, I guess. Defensive structures. Let's scout ahead.
Unstoppable.
What is the best way to get out here over the water? I'm never quite sure what to do with the water. We should be able to land at Vivali, right? I think. Alright, it looks to me like... I mean, maybe this is all a feint, you know? Maybe they're just trying to fake us out. But it looks to me like maybe we actually want both armies in a position to move to Zoishank at a moment's notice. And also... Hey, look at that. Alright, with that done, move back up here. I may need you to try a desperate assassination attempt or something. Not really sure what is coming, but I know it's not going to be good. So yeah, Castle Artois is maybe a better place to have the army sit. It's kind of central to all of our concerns over here. Yes, you're the king of the ghouls, and we're all very impressed by that. It's not kind of sad at all. So I do think it's interesting. The game, the parts of the game that we are not playing have unfolded very, very differently this game than they did during our Bloody Hands game. Like the Crooked Moon and the Crooked Moon. Oh no, I guess that was a WoG, not the Mutinous Gits. But the Crooked Moon still exists. Like the whole western part of the map unfolded very differently, even before we got over here and started spoiling everything. I think it's interesting. It speaks well to the replay value of the game that things can go so differently from playthrough to playthrough. Alright, this is what I'm worried about. If we start losing territories in the north, I guess it depends on how fast we lose them as to whether we're in a lot of trouble. Because there are a couple of places. Bordelo's about to pop. Okay. We could reclaim some land pretty quickly here, right? We could take Castle Carcassonne and the Paravon region. Gain 2 regions pretty quickly if we had to. The Flying Nun over here is desperately fleeing our armies. Bertha, can you... You're not the only crazy flying lady. Alright, good work. I'm not sure that was even really worth the the expenditure of gold, but it felt cool. Yeah, sure. I don't see any point in putting any skills into the yellow line. Alright, there we go. I'm wondering if maybe the reason it didn't seem to represent Bibali as a legitimate move is like maybe you can't move an army through a city that already has another army garrisoned in it or something. Alright, you guys probably need to move. Let's take off march mode so that we don't start this battle tired, just in case this battle does in fact kick off.
Fight.
What could I have you do? I could have you assault a unit or try to assassinate one of their generals. I don't expect him to be especially good at either. But it's something he theoretically could do to help. Alright, so it looks like we may in fact, unless something goes horribly wrong, we may in fact be wrapping this one up presently here. Boy, they have a lot of heroes. I'm not sure that this is the best expenditure of your gold at this moment. I wonder if the AI ever disbands heroes. Because it probably, there was a point where they were doing well. No. There was a point where they were doing well and it made a lot of sense to hire all these heroes, but that point is clearly past, and I'm wondering if the upkeep from all the heroes is preventing them from fielding the armies they need. Also, they probably aren't actually disbanding a military alliance with Jufbar. I don't think that's wise. Who knows what they would do once we agree to attack whoever they attack. My suspicion is that it would be irresponsible. Are they really just going to go back to the Bay of Blades? What a bunch of cowards. Well, it looks like we're not going to get our climactic showdown with the Varg after all. Because I'm certainly not going over there. We'll lose over there. Yeah, I guess they're just going to keep, like, fainting at our settlements. Wherever the army is not, they'll pretend they're going to go. Can I reach the rebels this turn with him? Not quite. It's okay. I'm sure even after next turn's muster, we'll be able to figure out a way to beat them. Something tells me.
It is done.
What? They will bend. I knew the way.
Annihilate them.
Alright, something tells me that there is not, in fact, some large Bretonnian army down here in the south waiting to counter us. It may have been that Leoncoeur was the army that took all this stuff. Oh no, wait, here's something. It is empty. It is a single man. This is all that remains of the noble Bretonnian army. A single dude named Alberic. And not even the good Alberic. I don't know. I don't know if you can actually help. Just get over here. Okay. I think next turn might be it. Oh, well, we wouldn't want to leave even at Rotep with an unspent skill point, would we? I don't think that city even has walls. We're just gonna wander right in there. You get to watch Bretonnia. Actually, can I? There we go. Look at that. Wow, it actually makes the camera move a lot faster as well.
Well
Did he manage to run off those rebels? I'm shocked by that, actually. Okay, I don't need military alliances with dwarves. I'm kind of surprised that the dwarves are so willing to be pals with vampires. Oh. Oh, they're bringing all 4 of the armies this time. Look out. Okay, yep, lots of stuff is going on. Lots of people are threatening to revolt. Words is real hard. Okay, no, not this turn. Actually, Vlad's army is kind of in horrible shape, though. Well, it's okay.
Only a fool would agree.
The story here of an undying love. In these last moments of the campaign, Vlad will not be alone. So I guess we better clean this up. I guess, man, setting that to fast seems to have sped up all of the animations by so much that the game looks a little bit silly now. I don't know. Just spend your points. Okay, you guys are already in the positions I would have you in. I suppose you are immune to attrition. You should just, like, get all the way over here. I don't know, just kill random heroes, I guess. Well, her assassinate chance is getting really high. Man, I wish I had gotten started with that Banshee earlier. Think of how effective she could be. Alright, so we are at 19 provinces. The only thing we have left to do is siege this. What? Theodoric, what? That doesn't matter, right? Oh, actually it does. That means that we just lost this province. What a very annoying thing for him to do. What would possess him to... Alright, fine. It's not a big deal. Well, it turns out that Dietreschaffen doesn't matter anymore, because we don't have this province anyway. So take that, rebels, that I completely ignored. Okay, so we are at 18. This attack will put us at 19.
I will teach you the meaning of respect.
And now we just have to go and settle any one of the Bretonnian things that we didn't bother to settle. Or is this province just these 2 settlements? Maybe this would be faster, actually.
You dishonor me.
Bow!
Yeah, it might be better for me just to sail across the lake here. This is Vlad's final stat point, so I guess we're going to put it into... Well, actually, this reduces Wind of Death by 25% and some other irrelevant spells by 25%. This skill point reduces Wind of Death's cooldown by 50%. That's the way we want to go.
You need me?
Yeah, maybe it's... Because what? I'd have to get Castle Carcassonne or both of these... We just had a notification that one of the regions was going to revolt around here somewhere. Imminent rebellion in Carcassonne. Okay, so I guess that's what he's doing. So Castle Carcassonne is probably 2 turns from being captured. Or we could sail across the bay. I think that just getting Carcassonne is going to be the way. Alright, we do have to finish killing the Bretonnians. Okay. Man, now I wish I had taken... Actually, if we just get a military alliance with one of the dwarf factions, I think we win instantly. So, who was it that was eager?
A strange day. I find disgusting.
Not you. 70... Yeah, 113. Carrick Cadre.
I find this...
Ah, come on. Don't do this to me, you guys. Here, let's give them all of our money. Because I do not need... Here, how would you like 40,000 dark magic? How's that sound? What do you mean likelihood of success moderate? Okay. We have an agreement. There, that's it. We did it. I guess maybe it will trigger when I press the button? Yeah, I'm fine with this. Is it... Okay, maybe it's at the start of my next turn. You know, I don't need the game to tell me I won. I know I won. But I would like it if the game would tell me that I won. Are you... What? Okay, well I don't think this affects... I didn't actually attack the rebels, is what. I don't think this affects anything. Yeah, okay, we still win. Mild oversight would have been easily corrected. Okay, well, that's it for this game of Total War Warhammer. Let's take a quick peek at our statistics. 173 turns. We made a lot of money. What am I really looking for here? I'm kind of curious about the battles. We only fought 22 battles personally this time. But basically, we slaughtered everybody. Still, the game was too easy. So come back next time. I think we're going to play a little bit more of this. I'm not sure exactly what we will be doing next. So you're going to have to come back next time to see. I'm going to have to make some decisions. But come back next time to see whatever that is. And we'll see you then.